Hello world, I'm John O'Leary. Today I'm in, well, the driveway. If you're tired of winter and eager to get on the road, then stay with me for the next few minutes. We'll take a look at how you can prepare to make your next road trip a memorable one, for all the right reasons. It goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway, the most important thing to make sure that your road trip is a success is your car. I recommend that you take it to a reputable mechanic and have them check it out before you embark on your journey. It's very important to schedule your appointment well in advance of your trip. You want to make sure that they have open space in their schedule to get you in, and also remember that sometimes car repairs are delayed because of waiting on parts. Here's a list of things you can check if you plan to do it yourself. Check your tires. Make sure they have plenty of tread and no damage. Check to make sure they are at optimum inflation level. This will ensure that you have the best traction for maneuvering and stopping, especially in inclement weather. Next, check your brakes. Make sure that the rotors and the pads have plenty of life left in them, and make sure that everything is adjusted correctly. Your car should not pull to the left or the right when you apply the brakes firmly. Brake failure could lead to a serious interruption in your trip, or worse. Get them checked. Check your engine. It's a good time to get your oil changed and check your cooling system. Be sure to keep an eye on the belts and the hoses. Next, check all your fluid levels. Be sure to check your engine oil, your transmission fluid, your engine coolant, your brake fluid, your power steering fluid, and your windshield washer fluid. If you're going on a long trip, make sure that you're aware of any upcoming scheduled maintenance that may need to be done to your car. This would probably be a good time to get that done before you leave. Check your battery. Make sure that the terminals are corrosion-free and tight. Also check the date, because the typical life of a battery is about 5 years, and if it's near the end of that, it could fail on your trip. I recommend when you get your car serviced that you have them run a stress test on the battery, and that will tell you how much capacity is left in it. This is an ideal time to replace your windshield wipers and check for any burned out lamps or light bulbs and replace those as well. If you do all these things, then your car should run smoothly and safely for the duration of your trip. So if you find out that the car is too expensive to fix, like right now before you leave on your trip, what do? I would recommend that you rent a car. I had a situation happen to me when I was moving to Tennessee. I was 6 hours into a 12-hour trip and my car broke down with a bad transmission, and I wasn't prepared for the expense that would be, and also I was starting a new job the next day, so it was not a fun trip. So my recommendation is you do not want to break down on the road, so if it means renting a car, then you should go that route. Now the next few things should already be in your car, but you want to make sure that you have them. Your registration and a valid insurance card, a spare tire that's inflated, a lug wrench and a jack, jumper cables, a basic tool kit, a flashlight with some fresh batteries, and a first aid kit. Here's a few other items that are just a good idea to have with you. An extra car key, an extra phone charger, a portable power bank to charge your phone with, a road atlas so that you have a paper version of that just in case you lose all power and cannot use your phone or lose service. A day or two before you leave, be sure to stock up on some snacks or a few groceries that you might like to eat along the way. I also suggest visit an ATM and get out some cash. Now, I know you probably want to use your card or an app. I get that. But sometimes you just need cash, so it's good to have some with you. The next few things are some emergency items that I recommend that you keep in your car. Some extra drinking water, some protein bars, a blanket, an extra coat, an ice scraper, some bungee cords, a tarp, and a multi-tool. You can keep these items in a small box or bin in your trunk or under a seat. If you don't have a mount for your cell phone, I strongly suggest that you get one. Most states have enacted laws making it illegal to use your phone while you're driving. Make sure you don't text while you're driving. Stay focused on it. Remember that driving is hard work. There's a lot to pay attention to. Make sure that you're not following too closely, that you're looking ahead and leaving yourself plenty of time to brake. Next, let's look at some other things to consider before you leave on your big trip. If you think them out ahead of time, you can spend more time enjoying your trip and less time worrying about things back at home. Do you have a friend or a neighbor that can look in on things for you? Have a friend or neighbor collect your mail and any packages, as well as any notices on your door or mailbox. Find someone to look after your pets while you're away, unless you plan to take them with you. Set up some timers on a few lights. Adjust your thermostat accordingly so you're not paying extra for energy that you're not home to use. Remember to lock up the house and turn off any appliances you may have used before you leave home. Lastly, before you walk out the door, flush the toilets and take out the trash. If you found this video helpful for planning your next road trip, won't you let us know in the comments below and by liking this video? If you'd like to see more travel-related videos, go ahead and subscribe so that you'll know when we release new content. I hope you have a safe and pleasant road trip, and we'll see you next time somewhere around the world.